available. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that yes, I'm semi-preparing and I'm going to be coming on live. We're going to do a collective energy reading for Divine Masculine and Feminine, but I'm also going to cover collective energy as well because I don't want to leave the other people out that are actually going through aspects of purging and gearing up ready for that transformation of sort of that aspect of a spiritual death and rebirth, so to speak. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Give it about anywhere between half an hour and an hour, and I should be on live to give you the support to help us get through this transformation. Hi, Sarah. So how are we anyway? Well, we're already heading into it this side of Australia. So for us this time, it's quite a long one over here for us. It's starting at 1:40, I believe, a.m. and it's moving all the way through to 7:15. Hello, Ruby. How are you? So, yes, I will be doing an update on the masculine. I'll psychically tap into the energies, and I'm trying to go through group by group. Yeah, I'm not too bad, actually. I'm quite reflective, quite grounded, but I have noticed a lot of people over here in Australia and some of the clients are already on the masculine aspect of the energies. They're getting quite triggered. So, yeah, they're actually feeling quite an energetic change. Hello, Eleanor. And I will be doing, for those of you who are following me on Facebook, I am going to do some changes where there will be live feeds on Facebook as well. So I just wanted to give you guys the heads up. So give me about half an hour and I'll get everything together because I've had a lot of downloads after the last 48 hours, a lot of visions I've been seeing as well. So I'll try and add that into the reading, and we'll try and go group by group into the types of twins, you know, the groups of twins, so to speak, masculine and feminine, and give you an idea of what we're moving into. I also want to talk about the aspect of union and reunion. Hello, Heidi, because I do feel, that does need to be really cleared up because, look, we can say that we're coming into union, but union is the full cycle, okay? That's what we're going to remember. Try not to put pressure on the situation. Try and look at it from a perspective of it's a transformation, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So try not to put a big time stamp on it or a mental thought connected to how everything should play out, because it's probably going to play out completely differently to what you actually think. Very triggered at your birth. Okay. Yeah, well, I actually have been doing that a bit more so lately, actually, which has been really good. And yeah, visually speaking and psychically speaking, I have been getting some downloads, which I had to write notes in the car today. It was quite funny. And yeah, so I have written the notes down so I don't forget. What's that? Only 3 minutes. 3 minutes for what? Is somebody going live? I'll let them go live first if somebody is going live. I won't be disrespectful. So what were you saying, Sarah? Only 3 minutes. Hello, Stefan. Oh, me? Yeah, no, I haven't been on that long. Okay, give me half an hour. Let me neaten up a little bit and get all the cards ready, etc. And we'll sit down and I'll get my twin flame candles out so we can go into a meditation before I start. And I should be back in about half an hour and we can get tucked into each wave of twin, what energies are coming through and what we're moving towards. You are all fine, trust me, and I'll explain that shortly. It's because, how do I put it? You've got to understand that you guys as twins are the key. You actually completely, divine feminine and masculine, are the key to your connection. So never give another person the power. I can guide you spiritually. Like I said, I've been on the journey a very long time. I had been, a twin that was not in union and didn't even know really what twin was till about 2 years ago. So really, really trust in your intuitions. A lot of it is, especially when you're getting into the purging mode, you do tend to give your power away by looking at, it's great to look at the videos try and go to channels that you feel spiritually connected to that are going to give you the guidance. But definitely, if you're getting triggered by something, it's healthy. You know, those triggers are showing you where perhaps an aspect of your power isn't completely under your control and you need to work on that energy, directly speaking. So try not to take that aspect of things too personally, but know that everything that happens is actually meant to happen. And, you know, at the time, it never quite feels that way, but definitely probably in the last 48 hours, I've come to a realization that a lot of what has transpired for me has been divinely guided, because definitely with a lot of twins, you know, when we are going to YouTube channels, and I can speak from experience myself, if you are looking at twins, unfortunately, with our egos involved, and, you know, if they're in a connection, it's beautiful to see, but sometimes there can be that aspect of paranoia where we're saying, well, you know, are they really twins? Because, gee, look at my journey. It's been so difficult. So I guess in a way I can sort of understand the reason why I was in reunion and then jumped out. Perhaps this was an aspect of where I was supposed to be so that we could sort of spiritually go through this journey together. So you can see that, yes, reunion is possible, but it's a process, and, you know, not to be angry at yourselves for things actually not going according to plan, but definitely having faith in the process and knowing that it comes around. You know, you learn from that aspect, you put the work in, and then use it as homework. You really, you know, you go back and you do go through the natural 3D energies of how you feel, but then you come to a place where you learn something from it, and you evolve a lot quicker each time you go into reunion. Union is to the point which I'll cover when we're doing the video, but it's more when you have released all expectations. And some twins in the first wave are very much getting to that, where they're feeling, well, don't really have the need to chase. I'm past that point of chasing, and that's me, really, quite frankly. And it's not from an ego point of view. It's just, it's very, a very natural thing where, number one, I don't want to run from myself, but number two, I don't want to chase after something that is choosing not to be chosen, so to speak. So that really isn't a reflection on me. It's something that person spiritually would need to be addressing, and that's really probably for the first wavers that are getting to the point where they're not chasing. It's almost like I wouldn't even call it a game, although I have kind of deemed it in that aspect. It's no longer that you are feeling the need to control the situation. It's not that you intentionally controlled it. It's that you just can't keep that equation going. It's too tiring. And, you know, 3D situations can actually transpire where you are forced to do that, where you have to start looking at your life and clearing up the chaos from tower moments, so to speak. So, you know, I'll discuss that in about half an hour when I get back. So give me half an hour and I can get everything set up, and I'll go inside and we can have a bit of chat in the the light, because it's quite dark out here. I'm watching the moon. I'm glad, as long as you guys can get look, you know, we all learn from each other, and like I've said before, every person that I give readings to privately, I do share an aspect of myself, but I also get something from you guys. You know, we're all on this journey, and it becomes like a family, and it's lovely to be able to share those experiences, and there's always somebody worse than us. So, you know, even seeing the courage of many of the people that have become sort of like our soul tribe on YouTube, and definitely in private bookings, I mean, super proud, like very, very glad to know you guys, and just be really, really proud with your transformation. It's a massive journey spiritually, and it can be very, very lonely at times when, you know, your natural 3D soul tribe, which can, and it's not that your family intentionally, you know, want to hurt you, or are hurting you 3D wise. It's more because you are very different and unique. It's complicated for them to understand what transformation you're going through and what the hell is going on with you. Unless they are a twin, it is very hard for them to understand. And if anything, they are actually being protective because they want to save you from yourself. But you can't, so to speak, because it's part of the journey. You can't avoid it. It's all divinely guided. And when I say divinely guided, it's all part of your growth. I mean, you know, as a human being, you're choosing it physically, but it's also part of what your soul path is. So you can't avoid it. It's where you're going. Neither can they. So even if they wanted to, which is not what they wanted to because they chose this journey before coming here, um, at times you can very much step outside the situation and have a very good laugh about it, but then your spiritual body and your ego sense and all the rest of it gets involved and you're like, is everything gonna be okay? And yeah, you can laugh about it when you understand the mindset, when you know, you get what I mean. Hi, Tegan. Okay, give me 20. Yeah. Oh, the joy. Okay, I'll be back shortly.